Hi guys, my name's Shiels down here at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and this video is all about the grip, the golf grip. The most important thing that controls the club head through the shot, without question. I'm going to put a bit of a disclaimer on this video though. If you're hitting the golf ball straight and you know your grip's incorrect, don't change your grip, because there'll be something else in your golf swing, a characteristic you've built in to help you hit the ball straight. So if you was to change your grip now and you were hitting the ball straight, you'd probably realise that the characteristic of your fault will still be in there, and therefore you'll hit the ball awful. So you've got to make sure that you're only changing your grip, guys, if you're watching this, if you're not hitting the golf ball straight. If you're not hitting it as straight as you want it to do, that's the only way you can change your grip. The reason why I say that is because I hear a lot of guys, oh, well, I changed my grip and it made me worse. Well, it will do unless you fix the characteristic with it. If you're not sure what the characteristic is, go and see a golf coach, go and see a pro, making sure that you change your characteristic first and then change your grip second. Okay, so you should be embracing the grip fault that you're doing. So let's say, for example, if you're holding a golf club and the grip is too strong, meaning that the club face would be more likely to be more left of your path. You would be generally closing the club face down and slightly more close to your path generally. Therefore, you should be hitting the golf ball left if your grip's strong. However, I've seen a lot of grips that are strong who manage to cut across the golf ball in such a manner to help them hit the ball straight. So you've got to make sure that you're not bringing in a characteristic to help you fix your grip. This video is designed for guys who are not hitting the golf ball straight, or you are new to golf and you want to learn the correct golf grip. So that's my little disclaimer out the way and done with. The reason why the grip is so important, because like I said before, it's the only thing that controls the face. Now, if I was to just rest my arms naturally, just let them hang, you'll notice that my palms are facing inwards, just slightly. So as I let my hands hang, my palms are just slightly facing inwards. We want to try and replicate that same feeling when we put the hands on the golf club. So we don't really want the hands to go on in the position where my hands are upwards, or one hand's upwards, one hand downwards, or likewise. We want to make sure that the hands are slightly inwards. So it's always a good way of thinking about that. From that point then, always make sure your club is straight. And that sounds like a ridiculous thing, but I see lots of golfers kind of just grip it somewhere and the club is nowhere near square. Make sure it's square first. You should use the logos on the golf club. If you've not got logos on the golf club, either get new grips or check that there should be some sort of logo, some little emblem somewhere to help you keep that club face straight. Otherwise, get your club on a nice straight edge and square it up with that. So make sure you've got it on a skirting board or something else, or the edge of a practice mat, to make sure your club face is nice and square. Once you've got that, we're going to talk about the top hand first. This instruction is for left and right handers. Left-handers, you're going to swap the movements around. I'm going to try and not use right or left. Top hand. Top hand's going to go on first. We want to try and hold the golf club in the fingers and then place the hand on top. Now, a couple of checkpoints here. What I want you to be able to do, and I'll just highlight this just with a pen. I'm going to draw a line pretty much from the middle of my index finger all the way down to the base of my little finger. So I'm drawing this line all the way across my palm. So you can see it there, it's straight across my hand. So that way, that's where we want to kind of put our grip. I'm going to put the back of my club onto that segment there. I'm going to put the back of the club onto that segment. From there, I'm going to place my left hand on top. Now, once I look down at this grip, we should see 2 knuckles on the back of the hand, maybe even 2.5. Another, use your marker pen again, I want you to put 1 cross, 2 cross on the back of your left hand. So you'll be able to see it when you're looking down at it, you can see 1, 2 dots. You don't want to be seeing your 3rd knuckle. So you want to make sure you can only see those 2 knuckles from when you're looking down at the golf club. Best way of doing that is lifting the club up and just checking. So the top hand, we're holding it with the fingers first, making sure we don't hold over the top too much. We're making sure that we see 2 knuckles on the back of your left hand. And from there, when we look down, our thumb should be at a very slight angle and the V pointing up towards your right shoulder. So once we've got that all set, we are good to go to move on to the next hand. Luckily, I don't need the pen for the next one. From there, the right hand goes on. not in a backwards motion, not in behind the grip motion. We want to again use the fingers to hold the golf club, and then we can either interlock or overlap at the back. I'm not really that fussed either way. Or you can even baseball, whatever you want to do. I generally interlock, so fingers first, and then use the fingers to hold the golf club, and then place the right hand much more on top. Now there's one last bit that you can work from here. On the right hand, between your two pads of your hand, between the two pads of your bottom hand, you've got this kind of central valley. I want you to make sure you place that central valley on the side of your right thumb, or the side of your top thumb. It almost goes on there. Doesn't want to go on too much there, and it doesn't want to go on too much there. The side of your thumb wants to sit in between the pads of your bottom hand. From there, when you look down, let your hand just kind of nestle over. Your index finger and thumb can just touch together if your hands are the right size. If they're too big, they might not quite reach, or if they're too small, they might not quite reach also. And also, making sure that the middle of the grip is smack bang in between the right thumb and the right index finger. As a last checkpoint, you can just follow that line all the way up towards your right shoulder, and that should be in a perfect line towards that right side. So making sure we've got all those bits in play. That might feel odd and weird and different and bizarre. It will do. It will feel odd. Trust it. If you're hitting the golf ball offline, trust that grip. If you're not hitting it offline, it's going to feel odd, and you're probably going to start hitting the ball offline. So you've got to make sure, guys, you do change the characteristic by going having a lesson or working out what your characteristic is. So from that, you can hit some shots. The last little point on your grip is nice, relaxed grip pressure. And I tell you what, when you start hitting it with the correct grip, you'll instantly feel the difference of how much better it feels off the club head. Guys, thanks so much for watching. My name's been Rick Shiels down here at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and that was my grip video. Honestly, make sure you're only doing it if you're not hitting the ball straight. You can check out my next video here. You can subscribe to the link down just here to subscribe to my channel. Like the video, comment down below. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully that's going to help you hit much better golf shots and draw all over your glove. Thanks a lot.